Hello. Here we go. Welcome to the competitive environment part 2, the sequel, if you will. So quite a few of you said you liked the little videos, so we'll keep trying, or at least I'll just finish off this topic and we'll see what happens after that. So, I'm going to talk to you about 3 things. If you aren't already ready, you can pause me to go and get your notes. You're going to need paper and pens, yeah, go get them now. Unpause. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the impact of competition on businesses. And believe it or not, there are some plus sides, but there's also some drawbacks, obviously. 2 major drawbacks, let's start with them. So, impact of competition is your title. Oh, the impact of competition. Okay, the impact of competition. And, yeah, basically you've got 2 drawbacks. You're going to see, with an increased level of competition, you're going to see a fall in prices as businesses try to compete with one another. They will reduce their prices in order to attract more customers. Okay, so they'll adapt their marketing mix, they'll adapt the price element, and therefore they will see a fall in profits because they've got decreased revenue, right? Although potentially not. Potentially if you decrease your prices to try and attract more customers, you might end up with more customers and therefore increase revenue. Yeah. Increased marketing in terms of promotion is going to be a drawback. Okay, you're going to have to get your customers away from your competitors. So you're going to find you're going to have to pay more on your marketing budget in order to succeed. Okay. However, there are some benefits, right? If you're the only person in a running race, you don't run as quickly, right? Because there's no one to race against. By having competitors or having another person in that race means that you try harder, that you try and be more efficient, make savings where you can, and you make that extra effort. You try and innovate more. Where there's a competitive marketplace, competitors will try and outdo each other, and rather than just end up in a price war or spend even more on advertising, it gets to a point where people can't reduce their prices anymore. They can't promote themselves any further. So they look at other things to do. So they maybe change the product part of the marketing mix, right? Which means you're more likely to see a better product range and more innovation. Okay, so to recap, and you can pause it at this point if you haven't got any of these notes down, or you might find you just want to watch it and then pause on the notes, okay? So, feel free to pause now. Okay. Next up, we're going to talk about just one definition that I think's come up a couple of times. I think it comes up in your marketing unit, but it also comes up now in terms of competitive environment, is market size. So what I think you need to know is what market size means, right? And you might want to pause this so that you can write down the definition. And then you also need to know the difference between these 4 different sizes of market. Hopefully you should know which is the biggest and which is the smallest, and be able to sort of put them onto a scale, if you like. I'm going to briefly explain them, but you're going to write them in further detail and give examples of businesses that operate globally, nationally, regionally and locally. Okay, so global means worldwide, yeah. National means across the whole country. Regional could mean like the southeast, or it could mean Sussex, yeah. And local is your town or village, okay. So what I want you to do now is to stop this video and then go away and try and think about, research, businesses that operate globally, nationally, regionally and locally, and have a few examples of each, please. Okay, and finally we're going to look at markets. Basically the benefits and limitations that a business experiences depending on the size of the market. Okay, so what I want you to think about is what are the benefits of operating in a large market, and what are the benefits of operating in a small market? Okay, what are the drawbacks of operating in a large market, and what are the drawbacks of operating in a small market? Okay, what I want you to do is just to pause the video for 1 minute and see if you can just think for yourself for a moment. What are those benefits and drawbacks? Okay, I'm going to go over these with you now, okay, and hopefully you can put them into the right place. I'm still here, by the way, just hiding behind the sheet of paper because looking at myself is very distracting. Obviously because I'm so amazing. Okay, so first of all then, in which of these 4 different sections are you going to put in the following? Less competition. Potential for international competition. Easier to build loyal customer relationships. Sorry about my computer pinging away there. Wider customer base. Oh, I'm popular, aren't I? Let's just mute that, soz. Less volatile than smaller markets. Oh, it's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? Opportunities for expansion. Less economies of scale. More regulation and scrutiny, so more rules, more regulations, and threat of new entrants. Okay, so hopefully what you've been able to do is, if I was going too quickly there, is just pause and rewind me. But I'm not sure if that's something you are doing, and if not, can you let me know on the comments on Firefly? Thanks to those of you who did give me comments. Just let me know. The answers, by the way, sneakily, are in your revision guide on page 118. Okay, so that task there is this section here. Okay, so hopefully you now have some beautiful notes on the following. The impact of competition. You've got what the definition of market size, okay, is the number of customers or the value of it. And you've got some examples of global, national, regional, local, explaining what they mean with some example businesses. And, you know, some pros and cons of operating in small markets and large markets. Okay. Hopefully with lots of examples thrown in there. Beautiful revision ready notes on the competitive environment part 2. Okay. If you've got any time left for your hour, okay, you could recap this topic on Seneca, or you could go back and you could look at the different market size for some different markets that interest you. Okay, so where you've written examples of global, national, local, regional, you can actually look up the figures of what the size of those markets in terms of, like, you know, dollar or pound value. Okay, all right, I tried to keep this under 10 minutes. I didn't do any random nattering. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, as much as my son is enjoying Dinosaur Homeschool, it's Dinosaur Week, and my child has also made a volcano badge this week, so that's quite beautiful, isn't it? I hope you're all well. Stay safe, stay inside, stop, make sure other people aren't going out. Make sure you're looking after each other and staying okay. Email me with any problems with the work or feedback in general. And I hope you have a lovely Easter, but I'll probably pop you out an Easter message soon. Okay, cheers. Bye, guys. Miss you. Take care. Bye, bye, bye.